What's up, YouTube? It's Andrew here with the Shadow Dragons, bringing you guys a top 16 deck profile from the Indianapolis Regionals this past weekend. We're here with local player Jordan McCray, and he's gonna give us his deck profile. So let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. I ran Frieza, or Mecha Frieza right there. We'll go ahead and get into the deck. Ran 4 of the Super Saiyan Gotenks. Best boss monster in the game, right there.
What did you want?
3 kale, which is pretty staple. And then 3 of the Determined Gohan. Just run that 6-card crit engine. Very powerful. And then we have one of my favorite cards. I play 4 of the Energy Power Gotenks.
And how'd you like that all day?
I liked it a lot. It was very clutch playing it against like a starter deck Goku, or a deck that doesn't really generate much card advantage. You just summon 2 or 3 late game, and if you can protect them and you're swinging every turn, they're going to have no hand after about a turn or 2, and then you can just apply some real pressure and go in there for games. So it's definitely one of my favorite cards in the deck. And then we have 4 of the Goku, just a draw engine. And then we're looking at 3 of the Jocos. I put these guys in here for basically the Vegeta and Trunks matchup. They're so aggressive, they want to throw those Trompas down, they're the combo Gohan, so being able to keep yourself alive without using your coercion, so then you can save them for late game, is very crucial. So that's why I have them in there.
And were they clutching the main board?
They were. Sadly, I only played 1 Vegeta all day though, so I probably could have got away with just playing 2 of it. I just put 3 just to be careful because I feel like Vegeta is that deck's worst matchup, so I wanted to be prepared for that, but I think you get away with playing 2. 4 Majin Buu, and this is standard draw. 3 objection. People questioned why I didn't play 4 of this. I'm only playing 3 because you don't want to see too many extra cards. That is this deck's weakness, is seeing too many extra cards late game and not being able to have enough combo power. That's basically how this deck loses easily, so I tried to cut down on as many extra cards as I could, and 4 of this, to me, really isn't necessary. I loved 3. There was never one point in the day where I was like, I wish I had a 4th objection or a 4th monaka, so 3 of that definitely got me through perfectly fine. 4 senzu bean, staple. 4 coercion. I saw some builds that were playing 3, but I think 4 is necessary for the main because, like I said, Vegeta is one of the deck's harder matchups, and Trunks as well. You want to be able to negate those attacks late game and protect yourself from crits, so there's those. 3 monaka, same thing with the objection. Cut them down to 3 instead of 4 because I don't want to clog too bad. Cut down on the extra card count. 4 Doria.
Staple of every color and every deck. For now. Probably going to print some new ones here soon. Excited for that.
3 bloodlust. I had a couple people ask me why I didn't play 4. I like 3 just because of the fact, once again, with clogging with the extra cards, and there's not really too many times where you're actually going to go through all 4 bloodlusts. And also against certain matchups even, bloodlust isn't the most essential card. I'm also playing 2 Crusher Ball, and Crusher Ball actually helped me more all day than what bloodlust did. Being able to put a Kaba or a Jiren in rest as opposed to just bloodlusting it is just leagues better. And Crusher Balling even like a Super Saiyan Gotenks instead of bloodlusting it. Yeah, they still get to do their untap, but they can't attack, and you can attack it the next turn if you can't pop it. So 3 and 2 worked perfectly for me. Like I said, I don't think that you really need 4 of these. There were multiple times where I actually charged 1 and only used 2, so I think 3 and 2 is a good number. And then the last 2 cards, rounding it up, is the Time Patrol Trunks. I think this is just getting staple in just about everything. Being able to summon this and then just pitch it with kale is insane, and being able to filter through your deck's also really nutty. So that's the main board. As far as the sideboard goes, we got 2 of the Android 16. Put this guy in there against starter deck Goku. This actually won me one of my games against Starter Ku. It's pretty good just to be able to buff it up, keep it alive, and then just keep your opponent's field size at a minimum.
I'm just asking.
3 of the Son Gohan. I play this just to get rid of problematic cards. If my opponent, if I think that they're going to side that in, they can get rid of their blockers, their Yajirobe blockers, Kabas, any little problem cards. The MVP of my sideboard and probably my favorite card of the day is Cell Absorption. If I was playing a deck that, once again, couldn't generate a lot of hand advantage, especially started at Goku, I would put all 3 of these in, and I single-handedly beat 2 of them with this card alone, basically. Playing it turn 3, and then even turn 4 the very next turn, ripping their hand size down to literally 0, and then being able to apply pressure with the crits and the 3-drop Gotenks, just, it's insane. So this is definitely the favorite card of the day. I played 3 started at Goku. I beat all 3 of them, and this card literally helped with every single one of the matchups. I have a 4th Joco, just in case there's something that I'm really scared about, like crazy combo heavy. Throw that in there. 3 of the Mecha Frieza combo, not Mecha Frieza, just regular Frieza combo card. I decided not to main this because I was trying to make sure that I had more of the free 5K combos, which is why I have the Jocos in there and not the 110s, just to make it a little bit defensive. There wasn't really any point in the day where I thought that I needed to throw these in. If I was playing aggro, I'd put them in just to be able to keep up with the tempo, be able to have a 15 to swing at theirs, and it's also good too for the kale. And then the last ones, we're looking at 2 Crusher Ball. If I played anything that was a majority red, I would just put 2 Crusher Ball in with the 2 Crusher Ball I already have, and it actually won me one of my games. I think it was round 7, where I opened up like 3 or 4 Crusher Ball, and I was just able to keep putting their things in rest, and there wasn't much they could do, so one of the MVP cards. And then the last is just a 4th Bloodlust, and just depending on the matchup.
And how are your matchups all day?
My matchups were pretty good. I played a Vegeta, which I lost to actually. Played 3 started at Goku, like I said. I beat all of those. I actually found that was my easiest match of the day. I played a Rogue with Gotenks, and I can't remember what else I played. But as far as the day goes in general, there wasn't any time with this deck where I was like nervous or sweating it basically before the game started. That's one reason why I like it. It has a pretty fair matchup against everything, and made it to the top 16, so I can't complain there. I ended up playing Trunks in the top 16 and ended up losing into time. It was a pretty rough fought match, but if it would have won a couple more turns, I probably could have had that one, but time got the best of me. It was a good day though. My opponent was good, so no complaints.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on your top 16. It's awesome to see some local players out there killing it. You know what I mean?
Gotta try.
Really happy you gave us your deck profile, and have a nice day.